And we have one outgoing commission member who is here to receive his certificate of faithful and marvelous service. Where are you, Bernie? Mr. Bernie Stallman. Bernie's been with the Environmental Affairs Commission for, what, 3 years, Bernie? 23 months. And Bernie is going to tell you why he's leaving the Environmental Affairs Commission, because I'm envious of his ability to do this.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and council members. It's been my pleasure to have served our city and community for the last 23 months. I've certainly had a good time. I've learned a lot. I've met some wonderful people that work for our city, and I truly have enjoyed that. Those of you who read the fine print will have found out that in the omnibus land bill that was just passed 11 days ago, that the Arizona Trail was selected to receive National Scenic Trail status. And one of the reasons I moved to sunny Arizona was to finish building the Arizona Trail, and it's become a lot more work than I envisioned when I moved here. But I figured that if I had to pick priorities, as Hank tells me, it's my passion, and I believe that. And I look forward to doing more so we can get the Arizona Trail completed by the 100th-year anniversary, which will be in 2012 on Valentine's Day. So thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thanks for all the work. Thanks. Margie, you got a camera? No camera? You're not as adorable as all those girls were, are you? Okay, thank you, Bernie. Thank you, everybody. We'll reconfigure the program here. We'll turn now to the city manager's report.
Okay, thank you, Mayor Strain, members of the council. We have 3 upcoming work sessions. The first on April 14th at 3:30 p.m. in the conference room, and that will include annual commission reports from your airport, sister cities, and arts and humanities commissions. Then on the 20th of April at 3 p.m., also in the conference room, we'll have our regular update work session. And then the next day on the 21st, also at 3 p.m., we'll have another work session with 3 of your commissions, this time with the Commission on Disability Issues, the Commission on Cultural Diversity, and your Industrial Development Authority. Just a few projects tonight to go over. Bids for the Community Development Block Grant Sidewalk Ramps Replacement Project are due on May 12th. Proposals for the Animal Care Facility Water Tank Art Design Project are due on April 24th. The firm of SQP has been awarded the Country Club Park project in the amount of $459,000. The budget for that was $500,000. And finally, bids for the Garden Canyon Linear Park Phase 1 project are due in on April 21st. And that's all I have tonight. Thank you, Mayor Strain.
Okay, thank you. We have a 9-item consent agenda tonight. Would one of the 3 of you care to, in our continuing education for the public, what is the basis for something making the consent agenda instead of the regular agenda?
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, the consent agenda is for those items that are considered to be routine, such as accepting of easements, public improvements, and things of that nature that don't require a lot of explanation.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Mueller is going to make the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that the consent agenda, consisting of the approval of the regular city council meeting minutes of April 9, 2009, Resolution 2009-042, accepting the resignation of Bernie Stallman from the Environmental Affairs Commission with regret, Resolution 2009-043, a special events liquor license for Marie Lourdes Hook on behalf of the Installation Morale and Welfare and Recreation Fund for the Festival of the Southwest on May 1, 2, and 3, 2009. Resolution 2009-044, a special event liquor license for Tom C. Schubert on behalf of the Sierra Vista Historical Society for the Historic Art Show reception on 1 May 2009. Resolution 2009-045, accepting the right-of-way for the Coronado Widening Project at 2224 Gulf Links. Resolution 2009-046, accepting the right-of-way for the Coronado Widening Project at 2208 Gulf Links. Resolution 2009-047, dedicating utility easements to Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative. Resolution 2009-048, restating the city's commitment to fair housing in Sierra Vista. And Resolution 2009-049, substitutions of documents for Mesa Verde Estate Subdivision, Block B, lots 133, 185, be approved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Nice job, Rick. All in favor? It's unanimous. Item number 3, Mr. Reardon.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that Resolution 2009-050, authorization to apply for COPS Hiring Recovery Program grant funds, be approved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Chief Kimmel, are you going to talk?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
All right.
Mr. Mayor, members of council, ladies and gentlemen, approval of this resolution will authorize the police department to apply for COPS hiring recovery grant funding through the U.S. Department of Justice. We're seeking approximately $461,000 in a reimbursable grant that requires no matching funds. These funds will be used to pay the salary and benefits for 2 police officer positions over the next 3 years, if approved. We'll use another justice assistance grant to purchase equipment for these 2 officers. This brings our staffing level to 68 sworn officers, and while we don't use it as a measure much anymore, it does keep us consistent with about 2 officers per 1,000 population in Sierra Vista. I'd be happy to answer any questions you'd like to ask.
Okay. Thanks, Chief. Any questions? All in favor? It's unanimous. Ms. Husking, item number 4.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that Resolution 2009-051, intergovernmental agreement with Cochise County Flood Control District for flood control recharge projects, be approved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Mr. Dooley? Come on up.
Mr. Mayor, council members, this is an intergovernmental agreement to allow the city of Sierra Vista to design a water retention or stormwater retention.
Al, I don't think you're being picked up on the microphone. You need to raise the stand a little bit so we can see you.
How's that?
Push the button.
Oh,
Yeah, you still have to bend over a little bit, I'm sure.
is that better? Thank you. This detention basin will slow the flows over between Highway 92 and Mosen Road. There's some local flooding. The City of Sierra Vista staff will design and draft the plans for the basin, and the county will build it. This will also require obtaining a letter of map revision and a conditional letter of map revision from FEMA. Are there any questions?
Is the county responsible for the letter of map revision?
No, we will be obtaining that. They will pay the fees and things, but we will prepare the paperwork for it.
Okay. Any other questions? Comments? Okay. All in favor?
Thank
It's unanimous. Thanks, Al.